So, you're looking to learn Python, and you've probably heard of this book, Python Crash Course. It is by far the world's best-selling book on the topic. But that brings up a huge question. Is the most popular book the right one for you? Well, today, we're going to break it down and help you figure out if this is the perfect launchpad for your coding journey. And when I say it's popular, I'm not kidding. This thing is an absolute giant. We're talking over 1.5 million copies sold. To put that in perspective, it's pretty much the undisputed heavyweight champion of Python books. Its success is just undeniable. But here's the thing, right? Best-selling doesn't automatically mean it's the best fit for every single person. Your learning style, what you want to build, whether you've ever written a line of code before, all that stuff really matters. So our goal here is to help you figure out if this book's whole vibe matches what you need. To do that, let's go on a quick tour of the book itself. We're going to look at what it promises to do, how it's put together, and what you'll actually be able to show for it when you're done. You know, the book's entire philosophy is spelled out right there on the cover. See that subtitle? A hands-on, project-based introduction? That says everything. This isn't some dry academic textbook. It's making you a promise right from the start. You are going to learn by doing. You'll be writing actual code right away. And this hands-on idea is baked right into its structure, which honestly is brilliantly simple. The whole book is split into just 2 parts. Part 1, you learn the basics. Part 2, you immediately use those basics to build some seriously cool real-world projects. It's like, first they give you the tools, and then you get to build the house. Simple as that. Okay, so let's look at part 1. I always think of this section as building your toolbox. This is where you get all the fundamental skills that every single programmer needs, no matter what they want to build down the road. And what's really smart is how it walks you through it all. You start with the absolute essentials, like variables, which are just for storing info. Then you learn how to organize that info with things like lists and dictionaries. From there, you get into the real power of programming, controlling your code's logic with if statements and loops. And then you graduate to the big guns, functions and classes, which let you write clean, reusable, powerful code. It even teaches you how to test your code, which is a super important skill that a lot of beginner books just skip. And all of that foundational work leads us to part 2, the payoff. This is where all those concepts you just learned stop being abstract ideas and become something real, something tangible, and, well, something really, really cool. This is where you see it all click together. The book literally walks you step by step through 3 huge projects. You start by building a complete 2D video game, an arcade shooter called Alien Invasion, where you learn all about game logic and graphics. Then you switch gears completely into data science, using powerful tools to create amazing charts and maps. And for the grand finale, you build and actually deploy a full-blown web application using Django, complete with user accounts and everything. This is what makes the book so powerful. It takes you from knowing nothing to having a real project for your portfolio. Okay, so we've seen what the book is all about. We know what it promises and how it gets you there. Now we get to the most important question of all. Is this fast-paced, project-first approach the right one for you? The great thing is, we don't even have to guess. The author, Eric Matthes, says it plain as day right in the introduction. This book was written from the ground up for absolute beginners. It doesn't matter if you've never used Python or if you've never written a single line of code in your life, period. So this is really the bottom line. This book is definitely for you if you're just starting out and you're the kind of person who learns best by doing, by getting your hands dirty. If you want to have something real to show for your learning, and fast, this is your book. On the other hand, it's probably not for you if you're already a pro Python developer. It's also not a deep theoretical computer science textbook, and it's not meant to be a quick cheat sheet or reference guide. It's a start-to-finish course. All right, we've taken the grand tour. We've figured out who it's for. Now it's time to put it all together and give you the final verdict. Let's circle all the way back to that first question we asked. After looking at its structure, its projects, and its philosophy, should you actually buy Python Crash Course? The verdict is pretty clear. For its intended audience, complete beginners, Python Crash Course is an absolutely fantastic choice. It gives you this super clear, logical path from Hello World all the way to deploying a web app. The projects keep you motivated because you're building real things with modern, relevant tools you'll actually see out in the professional world. In the end, the book's greatest strength is that it does exactly what it says on the cover. It is a true, hands-on, project-based crash course. And I want to leave you with this. It's a question the book asks you right at the very beginning. It asks, if you had infinite programming skills, what would you build? You see, this book doesn't just teach you the rules of Python. It tries to get you to dream. And for someone just starting out, that might just be the most important lesson of all.